Al-Qayyim rahimahullah said, if you look at the verses, the common denominator here, the scholars mention here, is that Allah is not someone you resort to only when no one else is there for you. Allah is someone that you resort to even when everyone else is there for you. Because the trust that Ibrahim alayhi salam had in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, decades later, when he's sitting with his 8 children at that point and saying to them, what will you worship after me? And seeing his grandchildren and seeing his offspring worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the fruit of his efforts, the trust that Ibrahim alayhi salam had in Allah at that moment was no less than the trust that he had in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the moment he was being thrown into the fire. And the trust that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and submission that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of Fatih Mecca, on the day of the conquest of Mecca, was no less than the trust that he had in Allah on the day of Uhud, or when he was in the cave and it was only Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The idea was, La tahzan inna Allah ma'ana, do not grieve, Allah is with us.